Greetings, Keishlings. Keishlman here with my live reaction of One Piece, Episode A, Part 2 or Chapter 2. I think I even called it Story of Ace because that was like some of the naming I had for it, but I'll rename it Episode A. This is from like the One Piece magazine or something, and it only just recently got translated, just like the first one a few months ago. So I think there's 3 chapters, so yeah. But yeah, the first one was pretty interesting, getting to see how Ace like met his first crewmate, Masked Deuce, on that like random little island, and they tried to escape, and how Ace got his devil fruit, and he's even apparently being or Whitebeard is even taking notice of him before they've ever even met. So kind of big points there. Starting a crew, got his devil fruit, and already being noticed by a Yonko. Oh boy. So yeah. So I can only imagine what the next chapter is going to be like. So let's get into it, shall we? We got Ace's foot. Okay, he's charging up a couple, he can. And it's like, oh. Oh. St. Elmo's fire. That's what he's doing. Because he's got like one in both hands. I figured he was just gonna, like maybe a double he can fire fist, but okay. But Shinka Shiranui, which is St. Elmo's fire. Ace's fierce battle. Okay, let's see here. And whoa! Wait, who's this skull guy? Wait, is he? Wait, I can't. Surely this isn't on the Moby Dick. This has to be them just training on the new ship. So this is like sometime later if those are crewmates. I don't remember the crewmates. Masked Deuce is about it. But this skull-headed dude, like, that's kind of interesting. Whoa, Ace. Flaming torch, and now he's just shooting fire straight up and at a target. You would think he wouldn't do this on the ship that is highly flammable, but so be it. But yeah, and it's just lighting up the night. Okay, I was like, oh, that's cute, it's Whitebeard. And then I noticed they drew a little penis on the dummy. But, Captain, your flames just disappeared. They got absorbed. So this is the flame dial from... I thought that was a target on its chest, but that's a flame dial. So this is the flame dial from Sky Island. Wait a sec. I just pulled my punches on that one. I'll go all out the next time. He's irritated because he's like, wait, I was beaten by a shell. Why are you getting so worked up over a dial? I've told you a million times. The thing about dials is that they're able to capture a specific type of energy. So Deuce is telling him all the facts of dials, and Ace don't look like he having none of it. The size of your flames don't really matter. It's not about losing or winning or losing. Master Deuce, those are mere trifling details. And now Ace is flying up to the crow's nest. Listen up, everyone. The time has finally come. We'll go through Sabaody Archipelago and Fishman Island and enter the New World. Okay. I am not taking any detours on my way to the top. Swear it on the flag we fly. You guys are with me, right? And they're all like, yeah, whoa, Captain. Our target is Whitebeard, Edward Newgate. Okay, so we're tackling that aspect of it, are we? We're going to charge on until we reach the pinnacle of the ocean. The fact that I see that word pinnacle, there's a commercial for like I think it's either an insurance or house buying company, and they're called Pinnacle, and they have this little girl in the commercials, and she always says, like, Picanal. I've been listening to those commercials for like 2 years. She hasn't learned how to say the name right, and it really drones on you. So every time I see that word, that's what I think of. Like a raging fire, Ace dashes up the ranks of the ocean with such speed that he almost burns himself. Okay. This is Deuce being the narrator, and they sail on. Episode A, Chapter 2, The Devil's Child. Oh, and look, there's Ace or not Ace, that's Luffy, my bad. Ugh, I guess because I said, A, and then the whole, saying Ace how many times already. But yeah, it's Luffy. He's finally leaving, and he just beat up the King of the Coast, or was it Lord of the Coast or King of the Coast? Am I even saying the right one? I forget. I'm bad with names, people. But anyway, that one Sea King that's like really small, that was like guarding his path, and it's like, if you can beat this guy, you're allowed to go to the sea. Also, he had to be 17, but The Adventures of the Younger Brother Luffy. Volume 1, I'm going on an adventure. And, yeah. And there's Sabaody. Looking about like what we remember it. See here. Good job with the navigation. Showing appreciation for my crew is part of my duties. I'll go get some food supplies, and Ace is just jumping off. Ace, Captain? Are you the captain? Wait, who's this? Wait, that's Rayleigh, isn't it? No, I apologize. I'm just his representative. The captain was lured away by some delicious smell the moment we arrived. Excuse me. Ha ha ha. No matter what the era, a captain is always free-spirited, isn't he? There's many captains that aren't, really. It is some curious turn of fate that draws people to becoming pirates. Old man, did you used to ride on a ship too? That's a story from long, long ago. I love that they're not showing his face, but we obviously know it's Rayleigh. Oh, never mind. Very next page. Straight up shows his face. Okay, I wanted to know what he looked like in Boichi's style. He looks good. It was by mere coincidence I ended up on a ship. Actually, it kind of was, yeah. Which quite unexpectedly took me on a long journey. Curious turn of fate, you say? I think we'll get along well. Aw. And Bone Boy is just kind of like, ugh. What? What is he screaming about? And now Ace is back with food. Yo, are you guys done negotiating about the ship's coding? What? Silver's Rayleigh. Oh, they just realized that it was Rayleigh, the vice captain of the Pirate King, and Ace wasn't there. What are you guys talking about? Master Dew. Dew? God, they shortened it to Deuce, and now it's shortened to Dew. Dew hit it off with the right-hand man of the Pirate King. If the Pirate King was still alive, I'm sure Captain Ace would have gotten along well with him. That makes you wonder, would Rayleigh have realized that it was Ace? Like, he's seen, Ace maybe takes more after his mother, so maybe he wouldn't, so, But that would be kind of interesting, like, if he could, like, feel that connection to his old captain and be like, there's something about you, kid. Kind of deal. If nothing else. But don't get to have that. You're all making a fuss over nothing. Don't talk about that man with me. I can't stand it. Okay, and he's, like, slugged with his beer down, and, I don't care if he was proclaimed as the Pirate King. After all, he was nothing but a worthless criminal who rose to power by brute strength alone. Yeah. In a way, you're kind of right. But, he doesn't care for his father, so I guess it makes sense he would be saying these things. He's just another stepping stone to me. Well, so, Captain, he was just the Pirate King. He's just the Pirate King, okay. We'll surpass him first. We'll take down Whitebeard. You guys are so reliable. Now, on to the current problem. Let's figure out where we're going to go first. And he's got a list. Why are there hearts everywhere? Which is very, very timely given that we're only 2 days from Valentine's Day, so that's kind of interesting. Recommended spots on Fishman Island. Mermaid Cafe, long established restaurant. Weston Den. Brand Shop Criminal. And then the Mermaid Cove. Excuse me. Whoa, mermaids? And they're all freaking out. We'll play hard. We'll fight hard. We'll win hard. Oh, we get to see more of the ship. It has like a kind of an interesting skull design on the front with the flames coming off the top. Oh, it's simple, but works. Fishman Island. Okay, mermaids looking good and cute and all that, and there's a little tiny one. Food, Weston Den. Let's dig in. Who ordered all these dishes with ghost peppers? Maybe Ace. Actually, what is Ace's tolerance for hot food? Captain, don't sleep while you're eating. Oh, he still has that habit. Or at least last time we saw him, he had that habit. Drink up. Don't sleep while you're drinking, Captain. Wait, that's part of the new Fishman Pirates. Hey, what's all this ruckus, you filthy inferior humans? Did none of you notice that big flag of an emperor on the sea, or emperor of the sea, above yourselves and crawl back into the hole that you came out of, or behave yourself? Oh, Lord. And then there's like another dude back there that they're lamprey, I think. Or at least that one is. Maybe they all are. Maybe that's actually not the same dude. Either way. So, yeah. What's up with this guy? And he's like looking at Ace. Is he a conjure? Eel fishman? I've never heard of that. I know this is Whitebeard's territory, but that's not why I'm saying this. I apologize if we caused any trouble. No, so Ace be apologizing. Hamu, hamu, hamu. Let's get something straight. This island belongs to the fishmen. There are many idiots who are grateful for the protection that flag offers, but if we get to the bottom of it all, the Great Pirate Age, and so that is the same dude. Okay. The Great Pirate Age and all this hardship we faced on Fishman Island was started by pirates like you, right? Seems like the Pirate King made quite a few enemies. I don't know who this dude is at all. Uh-oh, Ace is rushing up to him. Don't lump me together with him. His actions are his responsibility alone. It has nothing to do with us. Showing the size difference between the two. Let's see. Homo ha ha mo ha ha. Homo ha mo homo or homo, and you cannot just shrug off this crime. You all belong to the same race. The same filthy blood flows through your veins. It's not really the same, dude. But when are racists ever right with their logic? Oh. Conqueror's hockey. Okay. Ace just has that. And he uses it so easily. Dang. Wonder when he learned he could use it, actually, because do we know? I mean, I know that he had it. I'm pretty sure that has been referenced in the manga and everything, so it's like, But I wonder when he trained and how he trained it. But either way. Whoa, and the guy passes out. That filthy human is using some weird technique. These dudes look like dinosaurs. Except for the lamprey dude. They must all be eels. Except for the lamprey. Let's turn him into food for Eve. Eve? You guys were the one... Are they talking about, like, for dinner? But it's in... quotations, but I don't know. You guys were the ones who drew their weapons first. Everything we did was in self-defense. Will make you regret. Picking a fight with the spade pirates. Whoa! And causing trouble for that, exquisite restaurant. You pirates are equally guilty. So now there's just a ruckus in the damn restaurant, and it's being destroyed, it looks like. And then into the new world we are. The new world. And they're riding over a wave. Let's see here. Oh, Ace is shooting up a flare? Or no, that's just straight up him, isn't it? So they're attacking a ship? Deuce, take a look. Or take a look at this. It went up again. This is totally unprecedented among the other rookies. Oh, he got a bounty increase. Right before we challenge a living legend, he gains even more notoriety. It really boosts the morale of the crew. I don't know who this big guy is. I hate that I don't know who these characters are, and they don't ever say their names. Like, you're supposed to automatically know who these people are. You know, you can't read and remember everything from data books. So, Vikings in a snowy land. Well, Ace will, do gangbusters here. Hey, Ace, let the crew rest a bit. This non-stop fighting will... Didn't we come this far by you all following my lead? Don't I at least have the right to voice my opinion? Of course you do. And then immediately he's going to be like, but I'm still the captain. You follow my orders. Whoa! And there goes that Viking ship. They're all shivering, which, it's a wonder that Ace even requires, like, extra clothing. We took down 5 famous bandits. Wait, there was only 5 there? And we can no longer hide our fatigue. Are we targeting someone else now? Our next target is a pirate, one of the 4 emperors. Red-haired Shanks. Oh. And Deuce is over there like, Shanks? That's not just the chattering teeth. You want us to face off against an emperor now? This is way too reckless, Ace. We're no match for Deuce. Oh, he's steaming up. What do you see? Do you see me as a weakling? Oh. My goal has always been the pinnacle of this ocean. I don't want to hear anything about not being able to take on an emperor. What do you think? Can I surpass the Pirate King? And it's like, I mean, he's got the visage of a king and everything, but it's like, what did you expect to do with this ragtag crew? I mean, even the Straw Hats seemingly were stronger, and they have like half your numbers, because I think Ace's crew had, 20? So, but either way, let's see here. Deuce is like looking up at his captain. Of course you can, Captain. We're not scared of red-haired either. We'll follow you to the very top. No need to worry about us, Master Dew. We can still fight. You dudes, you got the spirit, I have to say. Good to hear, but I was planning on fighting Red Hair anyway. Huh? My brother is indebted to him. I just wanted to say hello. What? Oh, wait. Did I misread that? Oh, he wasn't planning. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It makes sense. That's why I thought it was a little weird, and I was like, what? But yeah. I misread it. Sorry. I just wanted to say hello. What? I didn't explain anything, did I? My bad. That fight lasted unexpectedly long, and I missed the moment to tell you guys. You bastard. Well, it all depends on his mood. I can't say what will happen. And now they're still climbing up the mountain. I think you can see like a trench that they're kind of like going up. Or it's like a trench they're forging as they go up, I should say. Okay. What is up with this panel? Why is it sideways like this? Also, Shanks looks like he's straight out of Dr. Stone. Like, he, I swear, like, if he teamed up with Senku and, like, fought alongside, like, Tsukasa, like, he would fit so easily. Wait, there's giant swords in the walls. What? Okay. Oh, is that Yasop over there? I think it is. I see. So you want to meet me? But this is like so weird. Like, why is it completely on its side? Oh. Damn, that's a striking image. It's just like with Whitebeard in the last chapter. No, I didn't mean it like that. And then it can't be red. It's Luffy. I didn't know he had a brother. Oh, he's so happy now. I see. I'm glad you came. Come on in. Let's talk. We'll throw a banquet. And then, with time, he was able to stretch his arm out. But then it would just rebound and... I love it. Ace can strike up a conversation with anybody. Too bad it couldn't have been possible with Akainu. When speaking about his brother, Ace was much more talkative than usual. He was the only family Ace would ever speak of. Don't trouble yourself, masked officer. What? Oh, he's like going around, I guess, feeding people. You're aiming for the king without any real reason. A journey without a purpose is only rushed by impatience. Ace, I just thought of something. You and Luffy became sworn brothers after exchanging sake cups. But if you call the hero Garp Gramps, then your father is... Ah, that guy. I'm sorry about this, but I don't even want to talk about that man. Okay, I see. That's alright then. Thanks for coming all this way. I mean, I guess he would have learned that. I just don't know when he would have learned this. But either way. Another instance of like with Rayleigh, but Shanks was there for a while too. You know, like he knows what Roger looks like very well. I wonder if he maybe can like see, you know, his old captain in Ace's face, but maybe not. Or at least in spirit, maybe. A patch of ocean in the New World at one of Whitebeard's supply ports. Okay. Also, the more you look at that figurehead, the more it looks like some kind of boar on fire. Interesting. See here. Are we just going to wait here until Whitebeard shows up? Looks like it's going to be another drawn-out battle. Anyway, don't let your guard down. Captain, the ocean looks a little strange. Oh. A large number of fish are all frantically swimming away from the island. What the hell is that? Whoa, a giant water twister? What is that? Who is that? Because it's someone up there. That man is a warlord, knight of the sea. Wait, it's Jimbei. So that's how you met him. I love this. We finally get to see that interaction. And he's like, he puts up like a wall of flames trying to protect himself from Jimbei's punch. Good lord, Jimbei. He strikes a very imposing figure. Boy, just Ace met all the guys, didn't he? But like the whole land, everything's just getting messed up. Ace is like doing the best he can, but I mean, it's fire against water. I don't know what he expects. Ace, that guy, he's Jimbei. He lands. He's massive. What's up with the... Is this supposed to be a double page? No? Let's see. It's weird. Looks like it should be a double page or something. What's up with the, like, the map behind him? Barging into this island without permission, even a rookie like you, must know what that means. Hey, big guy. Hey, big fish. I've been watching random people and play Minecraft, and they go big fish all the time. My pal Ross and Myth Zan. But I came to meet Whitebeard. Captain, whoa, Captain Ace. A brat like you barging in like a sword without a sheath. I cannot allow you to meet the old man. Although I'm not a member of the Whitebeard Pirates, I owe him a great debt. I will be your opponent. This could be bad. I couldn't care less. If you dare to stand in the way, then I'll be going through after you're burned to ash. Firefly light. And it's like just like a barrage of flames. Flame vortex. Wait, who's screaming that? Presumably that's Jinbei, because he's just kind of like, he deflected them. But why is it a vortex? It don't look like a vortex at all. And then like whenever Ace speaks, it looks like fire, and as the talk bubble. Okay, he coming down with a big one this time. Fire fist. Oh, you can. Fishman karate. Shizu Raze, which is tranquil spread shallows. Okay. And they just kind of... He countered my flames. Flames are extinguished by water. Even 10-year-olds know this. Where is all this water coming from? From my water heart. And he kicked Ace. He's like kicking Ace to clash with his fiery hand. Oh Lord, just the water is going everywhere. From all around us. From the air. From underneath the earth. There is water even inside your body. Ace is now realizing, crap. See, this is more so the reason why I think a water devil fruit user could still work. Like if they do like a weird like mythical or mystical version of Fishman karate. Like it could so easily work. You'd just be a waterbender. You don't have to like necessarily turn into water all the time. Like, and maybe if they're like a really strong-willed person, they could like negate those effects a little bit to be in water form so that they can fight, you know, and be intangible in combat. But yeah. And then also things with like the ocean, like they could just make a water spear around them and they can travel underwater if they want, or on top of water. You know, as long as it's like touching the bottom of their shoes, they'd be alright. So yeah. Anyway, so Ace is realizing, crap, this dude is too strong. And then it's just coming from Jinbei, knocking Ace back, cough. Oh. He's doing the flame cross. I forgot what it's actually called. Is it flame cross or is this actually the Entei one? Let's see. But he makes the giant flaming cross, and it got some distance between them. It burned Jinbei's hand. My armament hockey didn't even faze him. You were using armament hockey and it burned your hand. Oh shit. As you were saying, even 10-year-olds know that. If you touch an open flame, you're going to get burned. Whoa! What? Oh, well, this forest will never be the same. These two evenly matched opponents, fought on for 5 whole days, or full days. Unbelievable. We're getting dizzy just watching them fight. One by one, the Spade Pirates began to collapse. The ones who remained simply watched in awe as their captain fought on restlessly. Relentlessly, not restlessly. I mean, I guess if he's tired, but then he's just kind of fighting anyway, but still. Oh, Jinbei collapsed. Ace collapsed. And Whitebeard crashes in. It's like, get the fuck off my island. So, yeah. Good lord. This is like a prelude to Punk Hazard, isn't it? Just fire and water instead of like magma and ice. So, this is like a weaker variant. But here comes Whitebeard. It's like, who dare steps on my territory? Whitebeard, Edward Newgate. Striking imagery right here. Where is the brat who wants to take my head? Just as you wish. I will be your opponent. Oh, so they're going to just fight right now. Okay. I don't mind taking all of you on alone. And now Deuce is like, crap. We're all exhausted. He's in like prime condition technically. And it's like, they don't stand a chance. They probably didn't stand a chance anyway, but you know what I mean. If this goes on, Ace is going to get killed. Such powerful hockey. So they're struggling to, I mean, they've been dealing with Ace's Conqueror's hockey, so I guess they have some level of resistance. Which is probably a good thing. Luffy probably needs to train with his crew about Conqueror's hockey. Give them some level of resistance. But, ugh, protect our captain. We need to save Ace. There ain't a damn thing you guys are going to do. He just, like, wave of it, and it knocks him back. You guys. What is he doing? Flame fence. That's a new one. Captain Ace. All of you, run away. What is this? You lost your nerve now? Let my men go. In exchange, I will not run. No way, Captain. Let us fight alongside you. Captain Ace. This gigantic idiot. Time and time again. Why are you always carrying the burden alone? You always rush headlong into danger on your own. You couldn't even beat Jinbei. How exactly are you going to win against this or that monster? This is not the time for your childish stubbornness. Don't go where we can't follow. Who cares about the top? What kind of treasure would you even find when you get there? You cannot surpass the Pirate King. You do not need to surpass him, so please, run away now. Aw, I love Master Deuce's. I mean, there's some truth to that. It's like, he has no chance of beating Whitebeard. We know that. But it's like, yeah, he's being quite stubborn, but he's also trying to protect you guys. He might eventually realize that it's his folly that he would, lose to Whitebeard, and maybe that's why he joins up. Which would explain a lot. I mean, I think it has been said that he continued to attack Whitebeard after he joined, so, yeah. But yeah, they don't know what treasure One Piece is, so yeah. Do I look like a weakling to you? Well, you look like a bloodied pretty boy is what you look like right now. And Deuce is just crying. The rest are all back there. Not at all. There's no way we could think that. Our captain is strong. Hey, that's right. You're gonna win for sure. Do you hear that, Deuce? I will not lose. Deuce, it's okay. If I can get what I want, then I'm willing to put my life on the line for it. Is it okay for me to live if I cannot find an answer to that? Aw, then I won't regret dying. Aw. This is like working with the it's like how he viewed himself, before he died, and presumably viewed himself his whole life, and this is stemming from that. Everyone, we're withdrawing. What? Captain Ace is still. Were you all just planning to stand here and watch? The enemy too must have many devil fruit users. We'll be able to do more at sea. let's go back to the... Is that the name of the freaking ship? The Spadal Go? Maneuver around to the back of the big ship and get the jump on them from behind. Except you literally just told your plan. Okay. Then we'll use this flame dial, which had absorbed Ace's huge blaze to create an opening. Take the small ship, grab Ace, and retreat. While fighting with all our firepower. Literally. Gura, you have a good team there. They admire you quite a lot. If you can still speak, state your name, boy. Oh, Ace has burned his clothes. And now he's the Ace that we know. Portuguese. Yeah, I never could get his name. Portuguese. Whatever. D-Ace. I can't ever say his name right. I'm an idiot. Because the whole thing with, like, how it was translated in the dub early on, you know, the 4Kids dub, it really screwed me up. But anyway, Great Flame Commandment. So he going in with one of his biggest attacks. And, oh, that's Conqueror Hockey clashing right there. Just a big old explosion. Whoa! Don't get thrown overboard. Captain is inside of that. He won't die. If you want to save him, get moving. Zehaha. Oh. Blackbeard, why are you here? You look like a clever one, huh? But unfortunately you chose us as your opponents. This world only has value for the living, doesn't it? He looks ugly in this art style. I don't like it. Okay, so... Oh. Well, we got the armada of the Moby Dick, and then... what? I forget what the other ones are called. They're like smaller versions. Let's see. They've got all of Ace's crew tied up. So that's how it is. I will surpass the Pirate King. And then just flashbacks. Don't talk about that man with me. I can't stand it. After all, he was nothing but a worthless criminal who rose to power by brute strength alone. He's just another stepping stone to me. Excuse me. His actions are his responsibility alone. It has nothing to do with us. I'm sorry about this. I don't even want to talk about that man. I think Deuce is starting to figure it out. He has to at this point. You cannot surpass the Pirate King. You don't even need to surpass him, so please, run away now. It is okay for me to live. If I can't find an answer to that, then I won't regret dying. You are that man's son. That's why you were always so desperate to surpass him. Without even knowing that, I said some pretty terrible things to you. Ace, I'm sorry. And there's Ace. They're on a different boat, I'm guessing. When exactly did I lose consciousness? He looks like he's completely, like, aged 20 years. It hurts. He's looking around. Also, whose coat is that? Like, did they give him a coat? Because I'm pretty sure he burned his. He's looking up at the sky and it's all storming and stuff. And now he continues to look at the sky, and I believe this is the end. He was just recklessly running forward. Finally, he has tasted defeat. What does Ace now see on the horizon? Joining up with a strong pirate crew and, trying to make the man who defeated him surpass his father? And by association, it would be Ace as well, because, he gets stronger along with the new crew, and, who knows? And Whitebeard would know how powerful Roger is, so it's like, you surpassed him in strength, and together, as my son, we surpassed him together as a family. Like that would be poetic, if that's how things are going to be viewed. We don't know. I guess part 3 will let us know. But anyway, overall, action was pretty good. Definitely went in a different path. I thought it was just going to be Whitebeard that they fought, but no. It was straight up everybody. Like random pirates at first. You know, Ace's bounty kept going up. Though we never got to see it, but presumably we'll see it, I'm guessing, in the next chapter. Then, you know, he fought, or no, he didn't even fight. He was going to fight, like some notorious Viking pirates, I guess. Don't know who they are. Never will. But still, cool. And then they tracked down Ace in the or not Ace. Ace had tracked down Shanks in that same area. So that was cool. It had a very Dr. Stone feel in that scene. Also just kind of weird panel or alignment at all, but whatever. Still awesome. And yeah, but it was mostly just to talk about Luffy. And it's like, thanks. Thanks for being a good guy to my little bro. You know, kind of deal. So I like that. And then, you know, they just had a nice little party. You know, that's just Shanks in a nutshell. It's like, you're a friend with a friend. You're a friend of a friend or a brother of a friend. It's like, have a party. You know. So yeah, so that was good. I'm glad they didn't end up fighting. But then he ends up fighting Jinbei, which, you know, we had learned about that with, or actually, am I messing something up? I might be messing something up here. When the two of them were in the same cell at Impel Down, and then later on, Jinbei told Luffy that he had met Ace before. Was it that instance, or was it the instance we saw in this story? Now that I don't know. Well, I'll have to look this up unless someone please correct me if I'm wrong. But still, great battle. Like, that was basically like a precursor to what happened in Punk Hazard, I imagine. Except, you know, the weaker variants, kind of, in a way. Just not Devil Fruit users in this case. Or at least one Devil Fruit user. You know, you had, like, Fire with Ace, opposed to Akainu, who has the Magma Fruit, and then you had the water manipulation abilities of Fishman Karate for Jinbei, and then the ice abilities of shit. I hate that I can't count. What is his name? Blue Pheasant? What is it? Shit. It's not Kizaru. Why can't I remember names? Yeah. But either way, I'm a derp. But you know who I'm talking about. I think it's his real name is Kazu. But yeah. So yeah, like him, I like those parallels. And then, you know, finally meeting up with Whitebeard, who just happened to show up on the island that they were on. It's kind of weird. I mean, Jinbei was indebted. That made sense. You know, it's like Whitebeard's been protecting Fishman Island and reducing the slave trade and all that other stuff for them. And even though some of the fishermen, as we saw at the very beginning, definitely don't seem to care. Also, the whole thing with Rayleigh, that was kind of cool. Like, I do kind of wonder, would he have recognized Ace or, like, saw the, you know, like a kindred spirit to his old captain? I mean, Shanks maybe did, but I'm not so sure. But he obviously made a connection otherwise. It was like, wait, you know Garp as Pop or Gramps? That means you're his son. So he made the connection, so Rayleigh probably would have too, had they gotten to talk. But yeah, so Fishman, yeah, they can't take a good thing, apparently. Whatever. They'll be sorted out in a couple years. But yeah, overall, the love of Ace's crewmates, you know, we see them, or we see that, so that it's great that he was able to find this, group of guys. And then, Ace just trying to, prove to himself more than anything. He doesn't want them to be involved in his own thing. And he wasn't killed in their fight. So I actually kind of wish we got to see more of that fight, but maybe it was just that one clash that we saw with the giant fiery explosion, and, the hockey clashing and everything. And it's like, that would have been, maybe that was it. And then he got knocked out, and now he's on Whitebeard's ship, and the rest have been captured by Blackbeard. Lovely. But yeah, so that's also a thing. So I guess next will be his decision to join the Whitebeard crew. And if that is the case, how much will we cover, like, to catch up with the present day? Or will this, like, cut off from where the manga, the main One Piece storyline is? Don't know. But, yeah. Anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Still going for 400, so help me out if you can. Links down below for all my social media, so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream gaming, or I stream games on Twitch, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Keishlings, he can!